Welcome back to part 5 of our Frontier Legends playthrough in BTD6. So here's how we left things off in the last part. So we unlocked Sentai, I'm calling him Sentai, it's not Sentai, it's a slight Churchill, which is the most expensive hero in this DLC, and it's actually pretty powerful. And we also saw these glass balloons, which is the 4th new balloon type that we've seen so far, but the thing is, we've not actually gotten a lot of game time out of them. So for this episode, I think we're just going to be doing a couple of battles just to get a gauge on how strong these glass balloons are, and we're just going to be checking out the new slight Churchill skin. Now, from what I can tell, these heroes are actually quite insane. They don't lose stamina as fast as the towers, basically. I'm gonna have the sheriff like this, by the way, so you can buff Churchill. And this is an insane combo. So in case you guys missed it, here are the traits of this slight Churchill. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, let me just dump the ninja like this. We're gonna need some more camo detection. So that's the problem that we have. So let me show you guys the traits first things first. So ricochet tower projectiles now can ricochet off balloons up to 10 times. We gain 10 mana shield after every round, and there's a 25% chance for projectiles to produce ricocheting blades. This guy is insane by himself, but as you guys saw at the start, we have a small issue. The issue is that this guy cannot see camo balloons, but I have a feeling that once you buy these levels, I mean, it has to work like this, right? Once you buy these levels, the levels are permanent or your heroes. So let's actually see how strong he is. It's only a level 5 Churchill. That's a camo balloon. Okay, wait a minute. Let me actually remove this for 70. It's fine. I'm gonna have the bomb. I'm placing the bomb, by the way, because it does have camo detection. But yeah, I'm super satisfied with the purchase that we've made so far, with the small caveat of us, you know, just having to buy this camo upgrade as soon as possible. So hopefully not everyone gets stunned. These camo balloons they can be annoying. They're not annoying as of yet, but it's only around 32. And I guess the good thing about Churchill is that, well, look at this guy's range. It's huge. So when we encounter these dynamite balloons, we can actually have him a little bit further away from the track, as he's still going to be able to attack and not get stunned. Now, where are we at in terms of the story? Well, we are currently playing, so the way that I'm looking at this thing is we found 2 secret bosses so far by complete accident. Let me just use the level 3 ability, by the way, from Churchill. Yeah, the Pierce is nice that you actually get from these ricocheting blades, I guess, but you need a lot more, and it's a great combo with the Sheriff attack speed ability. So once you activate the Sheriff ability, all your nearby towers get double attack speed. That is nuts, and imagine that on like the best hero in the game. Yeah, it's gonna go super hard. But in terms of the story, the way that I'm looking at this thing is we're playing a certain set of rounds. So for example, we're playing now 22 to 41, and the bosses that we encountered were 51 to 70. And so that means that we're at least gonna have to have about 30-ish battles in order to be ready for bosses. So that's probably the last wave of reinforcements. Let me just dump all the abilities. Let's see how strong everything is. It's insane. It's just the camo balloons. Look at this thing. Everything's cleared out. Yeah, this is not even close. Like, I'm pretty sure that we made a great choice in buying this hero. Although there are some interesting ones. Like, for example, I know that there is Corvus. Corvus has this nourishment ability which allows him to get XP for free. Now, I'm sure that that's been balanced out for Frontier Legends, but I guess if you don't want to spend Banana, there's probably a way to just like level that hero. Though Corvus is going to require a lot of micro, and we're not exactly into that. Let's just, you know, place the hero and forget him. Also, there's been a new update, by the way, since the last time that we played this. So you guys can see these blue and green balloons, actually, and there are a lot more balloons throughout all of the maps during the daytime, and then during the nighttime, they become a little bit more powerful, I think. So that's a really, really cool way to just get a little bit of extra banana, right? Yeah, so look at this thing. Spring rounds 23 to 42. This is a great Churchill map, although if the balloons make it here towards the back, they're going to be getting, well, basically all of our towers are going to be getting stunned. So let's have Churchill like this, and then let's have the Sheriff. I mean, I guess somewhere here on the side, honestly. He's going to get stunned no matter what, so might as well have him. I guess like this is going to be fine. Yeah, you guys know what? We are going to need to buy the camo detection as soon as possible, because this is getting annoying. Actually, our ninja is losing stamina so fast. We're currently at 46%. Bomb is sitting at 74, so let's wait at least like a round or two before placing it for camo detection. Now, it's a huge wave of dynamite balloons, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to dump the attack speed ability for these dynamite balloons, so we pop them as soon as possible, and then just turn it off immediately. Some more reinforcements. It's a lot of dynamite balloons. I hate these guys, by the way, so let's wait for them to come nearby, and then let's dump the Sheriff ability again. Yeah, we're just popping everyone before they get near our towers. That's amazing. So here's the goal for today. I only have one goal, actually. Well, we want to kind of see, you know, how strong this hero is. That's going to be the main thing. We also want to see the glass balloons, but the goal for today is just getting $3,084, and we're very close to that, by the way. Here's what I want to do. I want to play an entire battle without placing anything else but Churchill, and I want to see how strong this guy is. Now, wait a minute, what is this? Low stamina. Your monkeys use stamina battle, and wait a minute, it's kind of late for you guys to be showing me this, but they will attack slower until they spend some time to rest at the campsite or back at the homestead. At 0% stamina, they won't be able to be deployed in battle at all, so that is new. I mean, we've had our towers lose stamina, but the ninja, it's getting critical with the ninja actually. This is our only camo so far. Yeah, so this is basically our call sign to, well, I guess just buy the Churchill level 6 upgrade, right? Because we cannot exactly rely just on well, I guess for these zebras would be an issue. I mean, we can still keep deploying the bomb, but it cannot pop camo zebras and I guess camo black balloons. Let's see how we do now. All these guys are gonna explode. Everyone's gonna get stunned. Oh, that's not good. I mean, I can deploy the attack. Oh, please don't leak that many lives. Churchill's back to attacking. We do have a tag, by the way, guys. We kind of forgot about this tower, but this is a 204 tag, and this guy is a legendary one. Let me just show you guys the traits, actually, real quick, if we can get it done, because the round is about to end. So, legendary monkey, just a bunch of attack speed, range, accuracy. It has seeking projectiles and extra attack speed. This thing is nuts. One of our longer-term goals, by the way, is upgrading that thing to the tag zone, because the 205 tag zone is usually insane, like in general in BTD6. It doesn't have to be like that, by the way, in Frontier Legends, because this thing plays a little bit differently. And let's actually find a green balloon. So these guys are new, by the way, these green balloons. We've not seen them. They just added them in this like 52.2 update, I think. So let's, oh my god, what? I mean, that wasn't even difficult. That's on me, honestly. Stamina lost. I don't think you were losing stamina before versus these small balloon battles. All right, I hate that, but we have $3,000, so we are gonna be able to buy the Churchill level 6 right now. So this is a brand new area. We're getting the hang of this thing. I mean, we discovered so many areas in this map. I'm not sure if we're getting close to the end or something like that. If there are 30 battles remaining, then probably not. But honestly, if it's kind of getting boring, I'm just gonna play a bunch of those maps off camera, because there's some interesting stuff happening in this DLC. So for example, you guys see these roaming balloons, right? Well, they added not only small balloons, but they added Moab class balloons. We did have Moabs, the blue ones, but they added the BFBs, the ZOMGs, and they added a single bad balloon. And now the key with the bad balloon is that there's only one bad balloon in the entirety of the map, and you can only fight it at a certain time. It's also super difficult, but once you beat it, apparently the reward is huge. So we need to find that thing, is what I'm saying. All right, now this is looking tricky, actually, because they're giving us a bunch of Populous druids. Giving us a bunch of Polymath druids. What is about to be happening? Well, we're about to find out, actually. So I'm gonna remove this, because I think we should have Slight Churchill here, somewhere around this area. Maybe like, you guys know what, actually I'm gonna have him like this. Let's buy the level 6 so we have camo detection, and I guess, are we going for level 7? I mean 3.7k. I don't know, let's chill. Let's see if this is going to be the map in which let's actually have the sheriff like this so it doesn't get stunned. But the sheriff, he doesn't do a small amount of damage here. Let's have him like this, actually. Yeah, one of our longer term goals is definitely upgrading the attack, and then we're gonna chill with the ninja. Reinforcements incoming. Okay, so can this Sentai I keep calling him Sentai, man. It's just like Churchill. Can this guy actually defeat everything by himself? So the ricocheting blades should be insane. That's basically homing projectiles for Churchill, and you don't exactly, you know, there's a reason why the original Churchill doesn't have homing projectiles, because he's nuts by himself anyways. Alright, so dynamite balloons. Let's activate the attack speed ability from the sheriff, and there we go. This guy just gets a lot of attack speed and he's melting everyone. Okay, more reinforcements. Let's dump to level 3 now. Oh, actually, let's give him the attack speed. So these camo balloons, I mean, we're dealing with them. It just takes a little bit of a while. Are you guys playing Frontier Legends, by the way? How is it going? How are your runs going? I wonder. I mean, so many fun things to do, so many fun things to explore. And as usual with the Ninja Kiwi DLCs, like if you guys have played Rogue Legends and you know how that thing works, they don't just put it out there and leave it as it is. They constantly keep improving things, they keep rebalancing stuff, and they keep adding stuff. So, you know, this thing is only gonna get better as time passes. The Driz, by the way, they have something going on. So they're coding these mob class balloons for a very short amount of time in this, like, I don't know, like top hat mermonkey type of a glue, but it also mini stuns. Yeah, look at this thing. That's so nice. They have some sort of a trait, which I guess we cannot read what the trait is. Is this guy, Tiny Spotter Adhesive Druid? I think that's the one. And then what is this guy doing? Tiny Spotter Kicking Druid. Oh, you guys know what? Actually, one is slow and the other, yeah, exactly. One's slow and the other is knockback. Alright, so this is gonna be the last wave of reinforcement, so let's dump all of the abilities. This is gonna have to be it, guys. Can this Churchill hold it by himself? There's a couple of dynamite balloons. If they don't explode, he's gonna get stunned. No, he's not. Oh my god, he actually held. This is the best best purchase that we've made so far. I can't believe he's defending everything by himself. Camelot, just like huge rushes, doesn't even care. Let me just quickly collect this Bananite. I love fighting Bananite like this. We should be exploring it. I'm doing this off camera, by the way, because I just want to have these videos focused on the story, but I'm doing a little exploring of all these maps, and I found a lot of Banana, by the way. So if you guys are not doing that, you should start doing it. You can just get a bunch of cash just by roaming around. So this is going to be an interesting one. This is Balance, and Balance is a map in which everything converges into the middle. So if NGQ wanted to be annoying, they certainly can on a map like this. So let's have Churchill. I guess there's no other spots you can have Churchill at. It has to be somewhere here on the side, so let's have it like this. And I get the Sheriff up top, and then this is the perfect spot for a... Oh my god, it doesn't fit. Can I have it on the right side? I can. Okay, that's good. Let's see how much ammunition we're going to have right now. So I'm not clicking any buttons. If we defeat all of these guys without having to click a button, then yeah, I think we're just going to the 40s easily. Oh, that's a lot of balloons. Let's click the Sheriff ability. No dynamite balloons. I mean, Ninja Cuba was very nice not to put any diamond balloons in a map like this. Alright, so everything's been smooth sailing so far. I only had to click the Sheriff ability once, but there's gonna be one last wave of reinforcements, and we're gonna dump both abilities on that one. But so far, we're just chilling. Level 3 Churchill, we're gonna dump the Sheriff attack speed ability, and guys, this is like, oh, glass balloons, there we go, we see them again. The thing with these glass balloons is they're immune to plasma and, oh, and lasers. Wait a minute, we're leaking oh, actually not that many balloons, but thankfully, again, Churchill comes to rescue. Yeah, so he gave us so much mana shield that we still have a bunch of mana shield left. That is nuts, actually. Yeah, because we were, I didn't exactly catch the number of lives that we lost, but if we were only sitting on the lives, 145. So what I'm noticing about these glass balloons from that last round is that they're just being annoying, and you don't see them that often just because they act as ceramics in a way, as far as I can tell. So they're not exactly difficult to pop because they're immune to plasma and lasers, but we're not attacking with plasma and lasers, so we don't exactly care as much. But the thing is, it does actually take a couple of shots to get rid of them, so that is what is the annoying part about them. So I guess that's why you don't see them as often, but let's see what is happening right now. So we're playing, by the way, if you guys are noticing, 28 to 50, so we've jumped a couple of rounds, and this is pretty close to the start of the boss balloon round. So yeah, I mean, if we can deal with this, then I guess our setup is kind of nice. We also have a fully rested attack, which we're gonna have to deploy, I'm pretty sure, on this one. You guys know what? I think the attack is actually insane versus the glass balloons because it's attacking with a million projectiles, right? So I don't know, somehow just by complete accident we have a fairly decent setup going on. We should also be placing the attack like this. By the way, this huge footprint is annoying, I'm gonna be honest. Let's have it like this. These are not, by the way, this is not reinforcements incoming. I didn't see the prompt. Oh, wait a minute, let's just use the Sheriff ability. Oh my god, no, wait, are we tanking that? I think we did tank it, actually. 83 lives, and again the mana shield from Churchill, absolutely nuts. And I love this here, but I don't love what I'm seeing. That is some glass balloons, level 3 ability. Oh, let's see if the attack can save us. We are kind of popping, and that's a lot of them, but we do take care of them. So that's round 44 only. We're gonna have at least one more round of reinforcements. Okay, so let's save the stamina. The stamina is not looking good, guys. 40%. Let's have it recharge as much as possible, and I'm gonna dump all these towers, honestly. Yeah, let's just have everyone attack because we need to go just like all hands on deck for this one. But yeah, around 48, we're seeing our first 45 mobs, and we're dealing with them, so you know, not that worried about them. Let's check the stamina on this guy. 6%, barely holding on. I think he's gonna hold on until the end. The distraction is still working a little bit, so that's kind of nice. Oh, this is gonna be the last one. Okay, so let's go. Just use everything. I don't even know who's attacking where, but as long as we have enough peers to deal with all these guys, which it's very interesting because it seems like these balloons are speeding up the mobs as well. It's not only the small balloons. And was that it? I'm gonna turn off the Sheriff ability just in case, so 34 stamina left, and it's just gonna be a bunch of blue mobs. Alright, so level 3 from Churchill up and running. Let's just spend the morale because I think this is it. Yeah, it's getting tricky for sure, but we're dealing with rounds up to 50 with all hands on deck. Alright, we protected the ancient tree. The only thing is I don't see any caves can hold around there. Alright, so what is happening with the story? I know that we're just jumping from map to map and we're just fighting, you know, +1 round all the time, but I'm not exactly following the story because I think I've gotten a hold of the pattern of what's happening, and then at the end we're just gonna fight Diamondback, the new boss. But it seems like we're going to a swamp, so that's gonna be what? Bloonerius Prime is for sure gonna be one of those maps. Meat Scout, Ice Monkey may now appear in the saloon. Meat Scout at the barricades near Great Oak Village. So we've completed this sort of a quest line, it seems like. Oh, is that a level of Bananite? Yep, let's collect this thing. Let's go to a campfire, have our stamina and lives recharge. Alright, so I think we're gonna end it off here. For the next episode, the idea is to upgrade Churchill at least once more, and then we're just gonna keep continuing with the story. And if these maps are, you know, just like this, just +1 RAM, but not too many things happening. I might play some of them off camera and just show you guys the most interesting stuff. But that's it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I'm gonna see you all in part 6.